Only months ago, it was widely held that the succession was assured, that Rebecca Long-Bailey would succeed Corbyn, that the left would keep control. But now, as ballot papers finally go out, her campaign is struggling and the left's grip faltering. She's touring the country, visiting West Yorkshire and victims of recent floods.
I think it's terrible that you've not had any direct financial help for this. There must be so many other, like that hardware shop that you were saying, that he can't afford it, and he's going to go under if he has to try and fork out. Oh my God, that's really bad.
With Labour's own deluge, thousands of new members apparently joining to support Keir Starmer, many are wondering if it's too late for Long-Bailey. Her team are hoping to win over waverers with a focus on climate change.
I just noticed on Twitter that the Prime Minister's spokesman said there's no point that Prime Minister coming to a place like this, because when politicians come to a place like this, it just creates a circus and distracts people and distracts the emergency services.
No, I mean, he's the Prime Minister and it's his job to go and see when people are facing a crisis. And I think that's what angers so many people in communities like this who've been affected by flooding. They don't see the immediate response that they should have received. Yeah. And they don't see the long-term response and investment that they should be seeing to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Long-Bailey's climate plans involve a climate justice fund, a windfall tax on fossil fuel companies that will pay for the damage caused by climate change.
We're looking at the business activity of these companies over a long period of time. Comparatively, where we look at other North Sea oil companies in other countries across the world, their governments have taxed at a far higher rate than the United Kingdom have.
So could they be taxed retrospectively?
Retrospectively, that was certainly the intention, and I'd ask for that to be part of a review going
how long?
forward.
10 years, 20 years?
I think you'd look at the period that these companies were in operation, when they made their vast profits, which historically has happened periodically,
but those
dependent on the market.
Long gone now. I mean, they've been spent or given back to shareholders. So, I mean, where would the companies...
Many of these companies are still hugely profitable companies. And it's right, given that climate change is here, it's real, it's in Calderdale today.
This area is right in between, this is the Rochdale Canal.
Long-Bailey and her camp are in a bind. They want to fight Keir Starmer, but if they do, are accused of disunity. But with a month to go, the gloves are slowly coming off.
Putting on a suit and appearing more electable might be one route into number 10. But we won't get into number 10 without the big vision and the big ideas that our communities will understand as transforming their lives for the better.
It's kind of obvious, or it seems obvious to me, who you have in mind. It's Keir Starmer, isn't it?
Not at all, no.
Putting on a suit and appearing more
We
electable?
all wear suits. I'd hope we would. We're trying to be the next Prime Minister.
But do you worry that...
You're being a bit mischievous there.
Well, that's what we're at Newsnight. We try and do that.
I've been very candid and open in what I believe in, and I think many members understand the policy direction that I would take the party in. And I think it's important now, over the coming weeks, as we enter in the final stages of this contest, to be very clear about the policy direction the party will take under each of the candidates.
So are you clear where the party would go, in policy terms, if the other candidates win?
Not really, no.
Every single Tory government since Thatcher has peeled away our employment rights, our right to strike. Becky wants to restore those rights.
If Corbynism has a heartland, it's Liverpool. At the Adelphi Hotel, the true believers, of whom there are still many, are out in force. Long-Bailey remains convinced that her ideas and the ideas of the left are the future.
It's normal to properly fund your public services, your educational system. It's normal to have a government-led industrial strategy. But we've mourned, we've been angry, we've been through all the stages of grief now. And we've got to look to the future. So solidarity.
They're cheering and applauding now, but speak to anyone connected with the Rebecca Long-Bailey campaign privately and they will tell you that they're worried, they're concerned, they think the campaign started far too late, they're worried the party is too rejected and dejected to be excited as it was back under Corbyn in 2015, and they're worried that Keir Starmer is not allowing any clear red water between himself and them.
But this battle isn't over. The left remains stronger than at nearly any point in Labour history, a presence which awaits whoever wins. They're down, but they're certainly not out.